With the holiday season fast approaching, you can expect to see more drivers on the roadways, but an increase to the number of fatal crashes on highways like I-44 is drawing concern. I'm Samantha Walker, and I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, some residents in southeast Kansas can expect an electric rate increase, and delays in state subsidies impact families and daycare centers in southwest Missouri.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
2 Carthage residents die in a crash on I-49 near Jasper. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. Authorities say the crash happened yesterday afternoon when a driver traveling south on the interstate fell asleep at the wheel, almost coming to a stop. A pickup then rear-ended the vehicle at highway speeds. There were 4 people in the passenger car. 2 were taken to Joplin hospitals and 2 died at the scene, a man and a woman who were each 27 years old. The driver of the pickup was not injured. An increase in the number of fatal crashes on I-44 is drawing concerns from local authorities, especially as roads will soon become busier with the holiday season. A lot of people are focusing on the safety of the interstate as MoDOT works on its Forward 44 plan. That plan would create areas with up to 6 lanes to help with congestion, including on a stretch of the interstate by Joplin. As work is planned, fatal crashes continue to be a concern. KOAM Samantha Walker has more.
Each one of those individuals, that's a husband, that's a father, that's a wife, that's a child, that's, it's somebody to somebody else.
Every day, I-44 sees speeds upwards of 70 miles an hour and thousands of vehicles driving between its lanes. It's clear that a trip down that interstate doesn't come without risks, but an increase in the number of fatalities on I-44 is drawing concerns.
So we are seeing that increased pattern when you look just that year-to-date time frame for each one of those years.
The Joplin Police Department is just one agency who might respond to a fatal crash on I-44. Between January to October 2022, JPD responded to just 1 fatal crash on that roadway. In 2023, during that same time frame, they responded to 3. In 2024, that number was up to 4.
Ultimately, with fatalities, the ultimate goal is 0.
In the meantime, as the number of these fatal crashes seem to increase, first responders are acknowledging the toll working these scenes can take.
You see a lot of gory scenes and death, destruction a lot of times, and so that can really take a toll mentally.
Captain Davis adds that the department emphasizes the importance of mental health with programs like peer support teams and doing periodic checks with mental health professionals. And first responders aren't the only people who may witness these fatal crashes.
My heart goes out to her and to her family and everyone that was involved, and I know I will never be the same.
Eliasa Foster saw a fatal crash scene that claimed the life of a 22-year-old woman. She says it's something that will stay with her.
It really makes you consider, and it really makes you want to go home and hug your family because you never know when you're not going to get to.
Both Foster and Captain Davis hope drivers remember the toll these accidents can have on so many different people involved. He says when you take to the roads, especially during this busy holiday season, you should put the phone down and keep safety in mind.
We know that there's going to be an increased number of people on the roadways, especially during the holiday seasons, and so we just ask people take that extra time, drive safe, practice those safe driving behaviors, put your phone down, pay attention to the roadway, reduce your speed, increase your following distances, and make sure you're yielding to traffic as you should be.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Missouri's hands-free law, which prohibits drivers from using handheld devices while driving, will be enforced starting on January 1st. Captain Davis says he hopes to see a decrease in crashes when officers begin issuing tickets to distracted drivers. Let's check in with meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney now for a first look at the weather.
Well, temperatures are quickly dropping down. We're already in the low 50s now. Calm winds, though, and clear skies. So overall, it is still a nice night, although a little bit cooler. Temperatures are going to continue to drop down through the 40s, clear skies, but through the 40s all the way down to upper 30s for our highs or lows. So it's going to be a pretty cool night. Now, We do start a warm up as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow, upper 60s, Saturday and Sunday, upper 60s, low 70s, plus increasing clouds on Saturday and just ahead of rain showers that are moving in later on Sunday afternoon and into Monday. Heavier rain on Monday though, but I'll have all those details coming up.
See you soon. The Arma City Council has voted to increase electric rates. City Clerk Betty Glesson says the city will use the money to benefit the residents of the city of Arma. She says some of that money will go toward paying for the repair of the city's swimming pool.
If it had been applied to my bill this month, it would have increased it by $1.24, $1.24 for the 950 kilowatts. So it's not, as you see, a huge increase.
We're going to have more on this story for you tonight coming up on KOAM News at 10. Missouri is facing a growing crisis in its child care system as delays in state subsidy payments continue to affect both families and providers. Some low-income families rely on subsidies to afford daycare. However, with payments lagging due to a glitch when the state switched systems last year, many daycare centers have been forced to either raise fees for families or in some cases shut their doors entirely.
My husband and I decided that unfortunately, even though it's something that's very needed in our area and it really helps the parents out, if all the centers are shutting down, it's not going to be helping the parents. So we offer some privately funded scholarships, but I decided to opt out of subsidy because of the issues that are going on.
Along with the funding challenges, Swinford also points to an overwhelming amount of paperwork and mandatory classes tied to those subsidies. Extreme Power Sports in Webb City stuffs the truck with their donations for our Feed the Four States campaign. That story's coming up. Plus, Watered Gardens in Joplin serves up its annual Empty Bowls fundraiser. Donations for our annual Feed the Four States event are coming in. Today, Extreme Power Sports in Webb City gathered the donations it's received to deliver to the Crosslines Ministries food pantry in Joplin. The food donated for this event goes a long way toward helping to feed the community.
This part of the season tends to just bring out the need. It's also very stressful for families with the extra seasonal expenses. Sometimes they choosing between food and other things that have come along. So donations like this are very helpful.
Extreme Power Sports is one of our Feed the Four States partners. They'll be collecting food there until December 31st. If you want to donate to our Feed the Four States campaign, it's super easy. Just use this QR code to head over to our website where we've provided all the information you'll need on what to donate and where you can drop off donations. You can also donate next Thursday during our Feed the Four States telethon. That'll be during the 5, 6, and 9 o'clock newscasts. Watered Gardens in Joplin served up its annual Empty Bowls event today. People could come out and for a minimum $25 donation enjoy a bowl of soup, take home a handcrafted pottery bowl, and help raise money for a good cause. The funds raised through the event help Watered Gardens feed the hungry in the community.
Raising money for local hunger relief. All of the proceeds are split equally by 4 local nonprofits that are privately funded, and they have a food component as part of their ministry.
This is the 12th year for the Empty Bowls event. The Joplin Association for the Blind celebrated a milestone anniversary today. The not-for-profit organization marked its 100th year with its annual chili and soup fundraiser. For $8, people could come in, grab some spaghetti red or vegetable soup. Dessert was also available. The organization says the funds raised through events like this make a lot of difference.
It would be harder. We would function, but it would be harder. You would be more limited, for things that you can do or the items that you can purchase for your low vision center.
The organization provides services for more than 7,000 adults with vision loss in an 80-mile radius. A little later, more local athletes signed to take their games to the next level. John Dales has their stories coming up in sports.
And we're heading into the weekend, sunny skies, but warmer temperatures. Following the cold front that came through yesterday, we had a significant drop in temperatures, so it felt really great outside today. Low 60s, clear skies, and calm winds. You can see taking a look outside downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. It's calm out there, not much going on tonight or even tomorrow. We're going to stay dry, we're going to stay clear. Temperatures do start to warm up though, so through the rest of the evening tonight, we're getting down to the upper 30s, low 40s, starting off our day in the low 40s, and then we're quickly warming up to about 60 degrees by noon. So we're getting up to the mid to upper 60s tomorrow for our highs. Not to mention winds will start to increase as we head into Friday evening as well. Winds gusting up to 15 to 20 miles per hour, especially out in the western counties. Now, these are just going to continue to strengthen over the next couple days ahead of the rain chances that we have on Sunday. Clouds also will start to increase on Saturday, so it's going to be cloudy and a bit windy on Saturday with temperatures reaching upper 60s. Sunday, temperatures will be reaching low 70s just ahead of those rain showers moving in later in the day. So we're going to look at our future track. We've got those overcast skies. You could see maybe an isolated shower early in the day on Sunday, but most of the rain is going to be holding off until later in the afternoon and evening. So this is about 11 p.m. now on Sunday. We're starting to see some heavier rain showers pushing into the area from the south. And then a warm front passes late Sunday night into early Monday morning. And that's like a nice little band right there of heavier rainfall all the way through about 8, 9 a.m. on Monday. So just when you're starting your day, you're going to be met with some heavy rain. Not a severe threat at all, but we are looking at, the potential for up to 2 inches of rain. Following our morning showers, we are going to have a cold front that passes by about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. Another cold front moves in shortly after the warm front. So we just get a lot of rainfall on Monday specifically, but it clears out really quickly. So by 8:30, 9 p.m., we're nearly out of all the rain chances, at least for a couple of days. We've got clear skies. You can see winds now out of the northwest, and this is now Tuesday afternoon. So it's going to be a really nice day on Tuesday and on Wednesday, but we do still get plenty of rain, at least through Monday. Sunday showers, not a lot, maybe 1/10 of an inch, but Monday rain, like I said, we could see up to 2 inches in some areas, especially in the central counties where they're getting hit kind of multiple times, multiple bands. In the far eastern counties, about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Central counties, 2 to 2.5 inches of rain. So that's a really great thing, especially because in our central, just around I-44 and north, we are still in that severe to moderate drought. The showers from Wednesday did help out our western counties quite a bit, getting down to just dry conditions, no longer in drought conditions. So hopefully with our rain chances Sunday and Monday, that'll make a dent in the drought. Temperatures drop down to the low 60s Tuesday, then low 50s on Wednesday. Then scattered shower chances kick back up with the potential of overnight freezing rain or just freezing on the roads because of those lows in the 30s.
Yeah, we saw some plants out on the patio we might have to bring in before the next week is through.
Definitely might have to start thinking about that.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Still ahead, a couple of local softball players signed to play at the collegiate level, and Pitt State football previews its final game of the regular season. John Dales has those stories and more up next.
After National Signing Day takes place yesterday, a couple of local softball players continue that trend today by committing to play at the next level. We'll start in Liberal. Jordan Goodell signs this afternoon to continue her career right here in the 4 states at Crowder. Goodell has received all-state honors in each of her first 3 high school seasons. As a junior, she was named a first-team all-state as a pitcher, and she helped lead the Bulldogs to a district championship.
It's always just kind of been home to me. Both my parents went there. That's actually where they met. Mom was playing basketball, Dad was playing baseball, and I've just kind of grown up, and we've always rooted for Crowder, and just going on the visit, I just felt like home, and I'm just excited to be there. Right now Brandy's taking over, and I'm excited to see what it'll bring now.
Over in Frontenac, Maddie Call signs this afternoon to join Mid-America Nazarene University in Olathe, Kansas. She'll play softball there. As a junior, Call received second-team All-State honors and, of course, was a huge part of leading the Raiders to a state championship. But she needed to overcome adversity just to get to this point.
So I had 2 shoulder surgeries back to back, and I actually got cleared the Friday before practice started. That was my throwing program, so I had to work through it, get my arm back. Coach was really great helping me work through that, but finding my arm back and then just pushing through it mentally was a really tough thing to do. Probably since 10U. I know we've always dreamed of playing the big schools, and that it's just pretty neat to finally get to do it.
Pittsburgh State football plays its regular season finale this Saturday at Northwest Missouri. But it just feels like more than a regular season game because the Gorillas likely need to win in order to earn a playoff spot.
That was my message to our guys in the locker room after the UCM losses. You're in playoff mode now. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's win or go home at this point. So for the last 2 weeks, I mean, there's no hiding that. So that 100%. I mean, I told our guys in the locker room, you're in playoff mode. This is round 1 of the playoffs for us, the way I look at it. I mean, we have to win to get in and keep our season going.
We know that this defense is tough. They only allow 60, 70 yards rushing. First in the MIAA, they're pretty good. We just have to come out and score. We have to hit on what we put in this week.
Missouri Southern men's basketball in action tonight. In fact, right now, the Lions play host to Ozark Christian, hoping to pick up their first win of the season. I'll update you on the final score of this one later tonight. Pitt State men's hoops also in action tonight. Gorillas are up in Kansas City. They're taking part in the Bearcat Gorilla Classic. This evening, they face UC Colorado Springs. That gets tipped off at 7. Closing things out with pro football, bad news for Chiefs fans. According to NFL Network, Kansas City place kicker Harrison Butker is expected to miss 3 to 4 weeks and get placed on injured reserve. He's dealing with a left knee injury. Reports indicate that the Chiefs will sign Spencer Schrader off the Jets practice squad. Obviously, you don't want your kicker to go down with an injury, but you'd rather have it happen at this point in the year than the playoffs.
Yeah, assuming that he will be back for the playoffs.
True.
I guess that is expected, but we'll find out. He accounts for a lot of points for the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's the highest paid kicker in the league, in the history of the league, and for good reason. He's very solid, very reliable.
And he's clutch. When you need that long kick, that's the guy you want kicking.
Exactly.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. The glitch that just won't go away. Missouri daycare centers weigh their options after nearly a year in delays of state subsidies. Plus, it's been 1 year since the actors' strike, but Hollywood is still struggling. How a new plan from California's governor could save the iconic industry. And December grads gather to celebrate their final semester at PSU. Those stories and a lot more coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Hope you have a chance to get outside and enjoy the next couple of days because they are going to be some picture-perfect fall days in the 4 states.
They are upper 60s, light breeze, sunny skies, at least through Saturday. Clouds start to increase, winds will strengthen, and then we have rain showers Sunday and Monday.
And we need the rain too.
Definitely need the rain.
Final sports notes.
I'll have more from the PSU football team tonight. Coach Anthony kind of echoing what I was saying earlier in the week, where this game takes on the feel of a playoff game because you need to win to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's against an old rival for Pitt State, those Bearcats. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.